Hey guys, and welcome back to my world. Have you ever had the problem in an adventure map where you wanted people to swim in certain parts of the water, but immediately there's other parts that you really did not want to swim them in? Now I'm sure this is not a unique case for you, but actually in both of the London maps that I've worked on in the past, it was actually an issue where we didn't really want people to actually swim in, for example, the big river over here, because it was quite a complicated map and there was no way to really they would have to swim for miles to actually get out of the water and get lost. So what I needed to do is come up with a mechanic that allows you to swim in certain parts of the water, like just water laying all around, and then other parts you cannot swim in. So if, for example, this is exactly the same spot, but if I just jump in this water and I just swim, you'll see that I'll get teleported back to the start of the map. So every single time I now try and jump in the water, I will be teleported to this the new spot. Now back to the start. So I'm just going to do this one more time, so just so you can see. Let me just jump out of here. Okay, so if I jump in this water, I see the thing is I can swim underneath and under the water as much as I want, but the moment I start swimming on the top, when my swim score reaches 1,000, you will see I'll get teleported back to the start. Okay, there we go. All right, you'll see I get teleported back to the start. Very simple mechanic, very easy way to cover large areas of water. So if you have a look at this, game mode 3. So if you have a look at this, this is a large stretch of water that we had to cover, that I had to cover. Okay, so I don't want people to swim in this river, but anything on the sides, I do want them to swim in. Right, so there really is only 2 commands to this. However, but you need to know something about both commands. So first off, first one is we need to detect when a player is swimming. Now to do that, we go scoreboard, objectives, add, swim, stat.swimOneCm. Okay, the second thing is that it's the actual water that you're swimming in is special. Now remember, keep in mind, this is an adventure map. Everybody is there will be nothing for them to dig down to. They won't be able to dig down to. They will be in adventure mode. So what I've done is at level 0, I have replaced the cobblestone, the bedrock with cobblestone. Now, if you want to protect against that, what you can actually do is at level 2, put your bedrock, and then on level 0, keep your cobblestone, so that if you are scared that somebody is going to dig through the wall, you can protect yourself that way. Okay, so it's just basically that. So keeping that in mind, that we're detecting the swim, and then where they are swimming at level 0. There's bedrock, then it means that we want them to swim there. If there is cobblestone at level 0, it means we don't want them to swim there. So I just took the map, copied the water down of the river down to level 0, and then changed the water to cobblestone. Okay, so and then that's how I defined that area is not swimmable. So what I then do is, okay, here is the command, very basic: execute at all, score swim minimum 1,000. So I will only ever run this execute on a player when they have swum for 1,000 centimeters. Okay, that's the only time I will actually run this command. So it's not a command that continuously runs. So execute at a player that's swum 1,000 centimeters. Detect. Okay, detect exactly where they are, but at exactly level 0, detect cobblestone 0. Okay, if they successfully detect cobblestone at that coordinate, it will then TP them to that particular coordinate. So it'll TP me back to the actual map that I want. Okay, so that is it. That is the command. I'm swimming. I've swum for 1,000 spots in 1,000 centimeters where I shouldn't be swimming. Then I check to see if I'm actually have cobblestone at level 0. If I do, it means you're not allowed to swim here. Let's take you back to a safe place. Okay. And then the second one, all this does is that when a player actually reaches 1,000 centimeters, it just resets them to 0. Okay, so it just resets. So we don't constantly check if somebody has actually got that level. Okay, so that really is it. Now the reason I've set that to 1,000 is that I do actually want people to swim a bit. I don't want them to just hit the water and they're gone. I want them to still be able to swim a bit. I mean, you could always have some kind of challenge where they are only allowed to swim for an X amount of time, or they have a timer or something like that. Okay, so all that. But that's it. That is as simple and as easy as it is. This map is the Fire of London map. I'm going to put the link to the page that you can download it in the description. I'm also going to put these 3 commands, because it's the stat command as well. I'm going to put those 3, the stat.swim command. I will put those 3 in the description as well. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will check you all later.